Hey, what's up YouTube? I am here to talk about ways that you can support someone's mental health because I feel like there's a lot of information out right now about how people can support their own mental health, which is the foundation of where we need to start, and also pull yourself up by your bootstraps is very silly because we're all born barefoot and people need help because we're all connected, because we're social creatures, and because we like to help people because it makes us feel good. So, keeping the intro short as possible. Disclaimer, I am not a healthcare professional. I'm speaking from my own experience with different mental health labels and different tools and things that are helpful for me and ways that I feel supported by my loved ones with my mental health. So, all right, a minute intro, not too bad. All right, way number one to support a loved one's mental health is to be honest and to focus on I statements. For me, this creates a feeling of trust and safety and of accountability. And the more that can be fostered, the easier communication feels for me. Number two is to remember and remind them that everyone is responsible for their own feelings, because no one can feel your feelings for you, that everyone does need to take accountability, responsibility, ownership for their mental health, their health. And also, we're all connected, and it's okay to feel whatever you're feeling because it's just a feeling, and it's there to teach you something, to give some sort of information, and resisting and pushing away from it is only going to create more things to come up. Hello. Number three is to validate someone's efforts at supporting their mental health and to acknowledge and remind them of the ways that they are doing things to support their mental health, and that you see that they're doing it. And that validation and acknowledgement, again, for me, is a way to really build trust that when someone is coming to me with any sort of advice or feedback or reflections about my choices, my life, my anything, that it's coming from a place of really wanting to help me, because they're first acknowledging the ways that I'm doing things to take responsibility and to help myself. And the fourth way to help support a loved one's mental health is to encourage them to touch base with their mental health practices. So number three, hey Ollie, of validating the ways that they have practices to help their mental health, to encourage them to touch base for those and to experiment with new ones perhaps, or to experiment with deepening the ones that feel good to them, and remind them of the tools that they have in place, and that there are multiple tools that they have on their tool belt. Again, kind of tied to three, of validating the tools that they have, and encourage them to do that, because, to go back up to number two, that everyone's responsible for their own feelings. So people gotta do their own. You can't walk for someone. The fifth way to support a loved one's mental health, from my experience of what feels really supportive, is to ask questions and help them find their answers, rather than to focus on offering solutions or offering what you believe is the best course of action. To really focus on asking them questions about describing how they're feeling or where in their body they're feeling it, to be really clear about their intentions with their different mental health tools and how they're taking care of it, and to be accountable for their choices and what they're doing, and then just circle back up to honesty, to be really honest about, is someone doing something that they're passionate about and making something and consuming and creating in a cycle in society? Is someone connecting with people and socializing in ways that feel good to them, and feel that feel nurturing, that connect them to a community of humans, internet and otherwise, and an actual physical reality? And I feel like questions are a great way to help someone to to step back and look at what's going on and to self-reflect. And so that is something that feels very supportive for me when people ask me questions. And to touch base on that theme again of building trust, asking questions rather than giving advice and telling someone what they're supposed to be doing to take care of themselves can build that trust that shows with your actions that you validate their decision making and that you support their decision making and their learning about themselves, and that you're there to support them in supporting themselves. So I hope this video was helpful for people supporting people with mental health, and thank you for caring about your loved ones and how you can support them. And here's a nice dog, because dogs are so cute and I get to be here filming this. Hello.